And let's now go across to our correspondent Siddhant Sibal, who's joining us with more updates on those incidents there in Tehran. Siddhant, just give us more inputs as far as these twin incidents in Tehran are concerned.
This terror incident took place just about 2 hours ago at around 11:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, and the first attack took place at the Parliament of Iran, where gunmen entered the Parliament, and the shooting, according to one of the MPs there, they were carrying AK-47. And another attack took place in southern Tehran. There is the mausoleum of Ayatollah Khamenei. He's considered the father of the modern state of Iran. He was basically responsible for overthrowing the monarchy there in 1979 and bringing this modern state of Iran, which is existing today. So there's a symbolism when we look at the entire attacks, and this is one of the major attacks which Iran has faced in last few years. I can't actually recall that Iran has suffered such multiple attacks in last over 2 decades, and of course nobody has claimed responsibility. There are reports suggesting that 7 people have died in the Parliament attack, and which is of course major. And the attack comes at a time when Middle East is going through a major churn. There's this big Shia-Sunni divide which has taken place, and we know just recently, just 2 days ago, Saudi Arabia with its allies cut off ties with Qatar, which has links with Iran. So this divide has taken place in the entire Middle East. And of course India impact, well, as of now, a lot of Indians work there. We know a lot of Indians go from Kerala, from Uttar Pradesh, from Bihar to work there in Saudi Arabia and other places, and of course send a lot of remittances. So that is one issue we have to keep in mind, the impact on Indians. And of course, just 2 days ago, when the annual press conference of External Affairs Minister took place, Sushma Swaraj, this question was indeed asked. That time the External Affairs Minister said that the cutoff of the diplomatic ties won't have major impact on India, but of course if any Indian citizen needs any help, India will of course send and do everything which is possible. And we know from the past that various missions like Sankat Motion, India of course sent its planes to get back Indians. But coming back to today's Iran attack, the attack comes at a time when world is also suffering from the scourge of terrorism.
Yes.
We know there was a major attack in London in which 7 people died, and then attack took place in a diplomatic, highly secured area of Kabul on Wednesday, in which 150 people died. Yesterday itself, the Indian envoy's residence came under attack when a rocket fell in his residence. Of course, thankfully there were no casualties, but the scourge of terrorism taking place, and of course links with Pakistan, because remember the London attackers was born in the Punjab province of Pakistan, and of course Kabul has presented hard, solid evidence linking Islamabad with the attacks in Kabul. It has also a confessional video of an attacker, a suicide bomber, which of course was captured, confessing that he was trained in Chaman and Quetta in Pakistan. So Pakistan link is a common link when we look at all the terror attacks which have taken place in past few days.
Absolutely. State-sponsored terror emanating from that sort that's now plaguing almost the entire world, and of course affecting different regions in different ways altogether. But Siddhant, also, what more are you learning as far as the situation there in Tehran for the moment is concerned? What we're learning is that 7 casualties have been confirmed in these incidents, and the hostage situation that was being reported from just a short while back. What latest are you learning as far as the hostage situation is concerned? Has that been resolved, or that is still, still a cause of concern?
Well, Nancy, very right. The situation right now in Tehran is grim, and of course the security has been increased. The area around the parliament, restrictions have been imposed so that people don't go there, and we have seen some pics also coming with the attacker brandishing his gun from inside the parliament to the police security which is standing outside. And of course government of course has not commented there. Iran's envoy is also not commenting here in New Delhi. Everyone of course is tightly, because the situation right now is very fluid. Nobody knows what's happening, and the scale of the attack is unprecedented in Iranian history, and the symbolism of course behind it, attacking important landmarks in Iran. So of course situation is grim, and everyone is waiting and watching who is responsible for it? Nobody has taken responsibility for it. But of course, we know the current churn in the Middle Eastern politics which is taking place.
Yes.
Well, the evidence and who is responsible, we'll get to know. We are looking at the situation. We are closely watching the situation. And if anything happens, we'll surely tell you.
Absolutely, Siddhant. Thanks very much for the moment, for joining us and sharing those details on these two